He had a real commitment to the community. He grew up in a small town in Niobrara, Nebraska, and his father and grandfather had been involved in the Bank of Niobrara, and he had an opportunity when Bill was in high school to move to Grand Island. They just embraced it and loved the community from the minute they arrived.
The community and the bank there was a symbiotic relationship. For them to be successful, the community had to be successful and thrive.
He loved progress in his personal life, he loved progress with his family, he loved progress with his business, and he loved progress in the community. And I think he felt that if everyone did their part, the community would be very successful, the bank would be successful, his family would be successful. He was never a huge strategic planner. He did not think too far ahead. He kind of went with what was in front of him and tried to make the best decision with the information he had at that time.
And then he moved down the road. You know,
and he didn't second guess it either.
He never second guessed things. That was one of the best things about my husband. When I was a doubting Thomas, for whatever reason, he just kept telling me to just move down the road. When they were moving the state fair from Lincoln and thinking about a place to move it, Bill was a real advocate on moving it to Grand Island. Even when he mentioned it to me as first, I thought, oh, I don't know whether this can happen. He just had a way of thinking outside the box, like Kara said, making it happen.
Given his background, he was the perfect person to have on the finance committee. And I gotta believe that Bill was really important behind the scenes, even kind of mobilizing the community and the kind of support that we see today. Bill had a very steady hand and a calm demeanor. I like to think that I see the good in people, and I think Bill did. You can talk to anyone, and anyone should be able to talk to you. I feel like Bill was that kind of individual.
He had a very calming influence, and he was very tall, but he was very gentle, and he was a good listener, and I think those attributes contributed to people having a calm attitude about things.
The thing that I think that drew people to my father was that he was not calculating or manipulative. He was just doing it because he liked to see the community thrive. People were drawn to him because it came from the heart.
But he also liked the little things. When he had loaned money to a customer and they were doing an expansion on their plant or their business, or a new office building was coming to town, he loved seeing success. He was so grateful when people were successful, and it was very genuine, and I think people really saw that.
But I do think he had great expectations of Grand Island, and I think he loved witnessing it and being involved in it.
He just always was trying to make Grand Island a better community.
That was kind of how the Marshall family, my grandfather, and then my father afterwards became very ingrained in the community and its causes and its projects. He had great expectations of Grand Island because he loved Grand Island.
I think after he passed away, we all kind of looked at each other and said, whoa,
yeah.
You know, this is, he's made a huge impact on so many people because he made such a big impact on our life.
Well, he was very proud of both the girls and the grandkids and Sherry. And so I don't think there's any question that they feel fortunate to have had him for a father. But also it was reciprocal that he took a great deal of pride in his family.
He just walked down the road every day and tried to make that day a little better. And when I think about that, it's a wonderful way to live. One thing that he would say, if you do things for the right reasons, good things will happen.
And he lived his life like
And he
that.
kind of lived his life like that.